careful, because what the word is righteous judgment. So when God judges, he judges righteous judgment. So what God's busy doing in the world is to make things that are not right, right. God wants us to be right, and he wants us to conform to what we are already in our spirit, which is righteous before God. So he wants us to begin to produce righteous behavior. So when you look at Hebrews chapter 12, that's what he's talking about. God disciplines us so that we might become partakers of his holiness, of his righteousness, that we would produce the peaceable fruit of righteousness. That's why he disciplines us. Not like my father maybe did. You know, he beat me and got some joy out of it as well. And that's what Paul writes. Earthly fathers beat us, you know, for their own pleasure, because they think, well, you know, I had that, so you're going to get this as well. But no, so that we might become partakers of the peaceable fruit of righteousness or rightness. So our behavior corresponds to who we are and what he's made us. So we rightly align with what he has already done within our spirits. And that's what God's busy doing in the earth. That's why he's dealing with evil, is to make right what it has not been. You see, there's spiritual government, ecclesiastical spiritual government, civil government, and then there's family government. The father is the head of the house, and he's the judge of the house. Not that he's walking around with a big stick and say, I can't wait to catch one of them doing something wrong. Not that at all, okay? But then we have the civil judge. What is the civil judge for? It's to keep order in the society, even the ungodly part of the society. So what happens Monday to Friday, the judge sits on a bench and he makes judgment. Now Paul says you're to respect the judge. All the position and the responsibility of judge is given by God. Then he says this, don't you realize, he says, that the judge is a minister of God? Well, somebody says, well, I only thought you guys, Rod, that stand on the platform and preach are the ministers of God. No. We're all ministers of God. But in the sense, in a very special sense, the judge is the servant of God. Whether he believes or not, he can be an atheist. Whether he likes it or not, Paul says he is bearing the sword in God's name. So even though he doesn't invoke God's name, even though he doesn't understand anything about the law, yet he is acting in something that God has ordained for civil society. And he is judging on behalf of God. Now, the judgment may be, let's say he imposes the death sentence on somebody. That's not the end of it. That's only the civil judgment. That's only to make right what is wrong in the society. Then there's still eternity. So that person... Okay. Then he took the cup, saying, the cup is the new covenant in my blood. As often as you eat the bread and drink from the cup, you're remembering the Lord's death till he comes. Come and receive this morning. And if you need healing, come on, stand out the front here and we'll pray for you, lay hands on you.